from part of all of us, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
Of course,
and you will continue to have our support fully,
of course,
dog.
Baby. Of course, baby.
Fully, dog.
Dude, thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, bro.
A pleasure and an honor to be the first
Dude,
podcast.
the first podcast, bro. Hey, the camera
you're good.
dying, batteries dying, SD cards getting full.
Hey, this the outtakes.
Yeah,
right?
Dude.
That's what happened with Rush Hour 1. The outtakes were better, bro.
Oh
Everyone stayed in the credits for the outtakes,
Dude,
for the bloopers.
This shit is real here, bro. I'm sweating my ass off. The temperature is actually now 101, which is kind of nice. Dude, Jose, thank you so much for coming by, bro.
For sure,
man. It's a pleasure, man.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, we've been trying to get this meetup for a while now, and finally we got some time to sit down and talk about some stuff, man, because you did the 24-hour no AC challenge, but a little bit about Jose, and he's an electrician. He's always in the sun. He's always doing stuff outside. He also gives back to the community and stuff like that. So you're a good man. You're a good man. And you doing the 24-hour no AC challenge was something that I was very proud to see somebody step up to the plate and say, hey, you know what? If this guy's doing it, I'm going to support him and go 24 hours and see what's up.
24 hours, I'll tell you, bro. It was intense after the fact, because, like, as I was telling you before we started this, like, obviously I'm used to working in the heat. A lot of the people in the trades that'll watch this, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're used to working in the heat. Yeah, we're used to working in the heat. One thing we're not used to is getting home and not having the AC on. Because, dog, let me tell you something. As people working in the outside, like, we love the AC when we get home. It's like, yo, don't touch my AC. Like, 'cause I'm going to put it to where I want it, you know what I mean? And that's the thing that got me, like, when I got done during the day, it was like, all right, whatever, it's cool, I can handle it. But then getting home after I showered and everything, I was like, damn. I'm like, oh, crap. Like, shit, this shit real as fuck.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 To the Arizona summer. God dang. Guys, today is day 91 of the No AC Challenge.
Damn, 91 days.
Dude, 91 days, bro.
Has there been a point where, like, you've wanted to give up?
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah?
Of course.
Like, what was one of your worst days that you thought you almost called it quits? Talk to me about that.
Damn. Just to put it into perspective, right? My brother, he just moved into his house, him and his wife, and he hit me up. He's like, hey, dude, you want to come through? I need some help moving. Obviously, of course. It's the middle of summer. It's hot as heck. We started at 7 a.m. We didn't get done till like midnight. So by the time I got home, you know, obviously we were in the sun all day. We went to like a few different houses because we had to pick up some furniture and stuff like that. And by the time I got home, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And my house was at 95 degrees. So, oh, I don't even want to think about it, bro. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, dog. I'm like, damn, like, okay, like, I started thinking to myself, should I turn it on, should I not? I was like, nah. I'm like, if I could do it at work, then I can do it here. And that's where, like, that's why I asked you if there's a time you wanted to quit, because I feel that's where it messes with you, bro, when you're in the comfort of your home, you know what I mean? Because you're at home, like, you want to do whatever you want to do, you know, as the, what's it called, the dad from the movie Friday said, if I want to walk around butt naked, swinging Johnson back and forth, that's what I'm going to do, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you do at your crib.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I've walked around this place bare naked like thousands of times already, bro. Sweat just dripping down. I'm just like, man, I'm going to have to mop after this.
No, yeah, dude, bro. I feel you, man. That's hard as fuck, bro.
Yeah. I just had my buddy Zach over the other day. He came with a thermal camera and he was showing me everything and trying to find like the hot spots in the house. And dude, when you turned on the camera, immediately you'd see everything red. There's not one cool thing here in my home. And it almost kind of like, it got me thinking, like, I wonder what it looks like if you were to go into a home that has AC, like, and I wanted to compare it. I just thought it was very interesting to see that, you know, because you can see where the insulation is at, where it's not at.
Like that's the reason for insulation, and that's what a lot of homeowners out here don't know, is that, like, you would think, a lot of people think, oh, insulation is so, like, for the heat. So during winter, you know, I mean, the house stays warm. It's like, no, yeah, that way the heat gets trapped up there too,
Yeah.
and it won't come in. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, so there's a lot of reasons why insulation is important, and now you're learning, you're
Yeah, I'm
seeing
just
why
like,
it is.
Yeah, dude. I know like the basics. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty, but when it comes down to somebody at least showing me where these hot pockets are, dude, I thought it was very, very cool to see. Very, very cool to see. But I want to talk to you about what you got going on with the community, dude.
Yeah, well, it was our second conduit bending class. So we do these electrical conduit bending class. The first one I did, it was in June, and it was back in April. I did this video because there's a guy out there in California, goes by Jacob_Rodriguez95. Very good follow on Instagram. He's hilarious. But the thing about him is he's an electrician tradesman at heart. Like, he loves the trade, loves it. And his videos just blew up of him doing pipe work. And if you're an electrician, especially on the commercial side, pipe work is like literally artwork. There's some people out there that literally, bro, like, it's crazy the stuff that they do. You know, you're just like, wow. It's
after watching what you guys were doing for that whole day, I was like, damn, these guys are really putting their backs into it. You know, and when you see the pipe, and you don't think about it. Like, for somebody like myself, I see it and it's like, oh, it was probably made like that. Nah, you guys are out there bending the pipe, making sure like this is legit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
It's not until I think it was actually today or this past weekend, something like that. Milwaukee, the power tool company, had an event where they invited a bunch of like the top like electricians that have the most followers and stuff. K Sparky was on there, which I follow him, very good follow too.
Nice.
They introduced like a bender where you put the degrees that you want, and you just put the stick in there and it bends it by itself. You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's really dope, but I mean, obviously it's gonna be very expensive. So there's nothing like learning it by hand. So you got to know that math. Which then like that's where a lot of people get stuck in, is the math part of it, where you're trying to like do a simple 90-degree bend. Let's say you're trying to do a 12-inch 90-degree bend on a half-inch pipe. The reduction on that is 5 inches. So if you're gonna do a 12-inch 90, you're gonna have to reduce 5 inches, and from there do your bend. If you're gonna do a 3/4-inch bend, it's gonna be the reduction of 6 inches. If you're gonna do a bend of 1 inch, a reduction of 8, 1 1/4, reduction of 11. So all these things you have to know where math comes in. And it's very, very crucial, bro.
Dude, have you ever like when you were in school and your math teacher's like, the more math you know, the more money you make?
I was the one saying, I'm not gonna do math. Where's math gonna come into play? Now all I do is math, bro.
Dude,
it's insane, dude.
There you go, kids. There you have it.
Straight up.
Dude, that's so
straight
funny.
Up. Yeah,
that's
straight
so
up.
Funny.
Like, at the end of the day, like that's what the kid that the young kid that we have, Johnny, goes by Johnny El Sparky. He's our Golden Bender winner.
I saw that.
There's a reason why he's really good at bending pipe, is because he knows some of the calculations to do it. Obviously, he's looking to better himself, you know what I mean? And the kid's great. He has great attitude. He's studied the code book. He continues to study the code book. Very passionate about it, about the whole trade and everything. Wants to give back. And he's barely like 4.5, 5 years in.
Dang.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a good trade to be in too, man.
Exactly.
It's a
that's
good
why I
provider.
always tell him, I'm like, bro, you have so much potential. And that, like, him is like a prime example of what I want everybody to see. And that's why we're doing these classes, to showcase people like him. You know, Johnny is out there getting it, you know, and now the next step that he wants to do is get his contractor's license, electrical, just like I have. Whether it be commercial, whether it be residential, or a dual one. Like, I have a CR license. So it's a dual license for commercial residential. The test for doing that is about 200 questions, I believe, something like that, or 100 questions. But you can only miss, I believe, 12 of them. So it gets hard. Yeah, it gets hard because, like, there's questions on there that ask you about ampacity, where then you have to pull out your code book and you have to look into the code of amps, which is, I believe the table is 31416B, but every cycle they change it a little bit, so it might be 31416B dash something else. So you got to be on your toes. You know what I mean? And it's like I tell people, you wouldn't believe a preacher that's coming up to you and preaching without a Bible. So how are you gonna believe an electrician that's gonna tell you that he don't need the code book? No, we all need the code book. We all need to learn code, and this is why we want to do this and why we've been doing this since June. And Johnny was the first one back in April when I first made that video to do free classes. He was the first one to reach out to me and tell me, yo, I'm down. Let's do this. And I was like, yo, like, all right, cool. I'm like, but you're an apprentice. He's like, yeah, I'm an apprentice, but I don't care.
I know my shit, Jose. Let me get in
so I was like, all right. Cool. And now ever since he won, his confidence is through the roof. You know, and I tell him, I'm like, yo, wear that with pride, bro. Like, tell your bosses, tell people at your job, like, I'm the golden bender winner. What's up, man?
Yeah, honestly, man, to be honest, bro, I love what you're doing. And the fact that you see the younger kids getting involved and stuff like that from what I saw in the videos, I find it very interesting. I find it very humbling to be out there because it's not cold outside, right? We're in the middle of summer, bro.
Tell me about
you know
it,
what
bro.
I mean? So everybody that's going out and showing love, dude, I bet you that shit feels incredible.
Oh, hell yeah, it does, bro. It's insane. I mean, like you said, it's really hot. So we're dealing with EMT pipe, you know, so it's metal pipe. Gets really hot. Even with your gloves on, it gets hot. So, I mean, even when you're out in the field, like, doing your job, like, you got to get it done. So, it's, you know, we do it. You know? It's like, that's why when I walked in here, like I told you, I'm like, oh, this is like how we work. It's how it is. You know, it's like, so I don't mind being with jeans on, boots, and a shirt right now. It's like, it's an everyday thing, you know what I mean? At least my mind still is kind of somewhat like, oh, I'm still working, you know, I'm still out here doing stuff or whatever. So I'm comfortable, you know, it's fine. But what you're doing, that's why I really like, I was like, damn, I admired what you started doing. I was like, holy shit, like, that's dope that someone is taking like time to do this, you know, and like showcase what it is, you know, because obviously I see the comments where people try to say that it's bullshit, that blah, 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 that. It ain't bullshit. I'm telling y'all right now, this ain't bullshit. This shit real, bro. This shit real. Yeah, man.
It's 103 degrees in here now as we're doing the interview.
Yep, as we're doing the interview.
Hopefully this camera doesn't overheat, bro.
Right, that's the only thing.
Dude.
Nah, man, that's why I admired what you were doing, man. I was like, you know what, like, that's true, like, people don't understand. There's a lot of people out here in the valley that don't have ACs. You would be surprised how many calls during the summer I get of breakers tripping, of panels overloading and stuff because ACs, you know? So yeah, bro, like that's the thing. So when I saw that you were doing that, I'm like, oh, like, that's dope, you know? Like, like, we gotta showcase that awareness, you know? And that's why I was like, I reached out to you. I was like, yo, man, I admire what you're doing. And anything you need, like, I'm down to help out. And that's why I decided to do the 24-hour challenge too. Because I'm like, yo, we already do it. A lot of people that work in the office just go into their car, they're already complaining. You know, it's like, oh my God, the AC don't turn on and this and that. As tradesmen, we see that all the time and we laugh. We're like, oh, come on now. And that's why when we saw your stuff, like me, a bunch of other guys, it's like, damn, like, that's real. Because trust me, bro, I've been where, at job sites where we've seen like the homeless people too during the summer where they're under the shade, you know, and they don't have anything to drink or anything. And shoot, fucking one of the journeymen that I worked with at 3-Phase Electric, Jaime Islava, shout out Jaime, es todo mi Jaime. So him, bro, golden heart. He would literally tell me, hey, nah, güey, we tenemos que dar agua, güey, we gotta give them water, take care of them, you know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, bro. Like that's the thing too. Like a lot of us construction people in the trades, like we have a heart when it comes to this. Yeah, we might be rough and rugged or whatever. They might teach you that in school in elementary, like, oh, construction workers, they're rough, rugged, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to tell you we're not like that. A lot of us are big softies, bro.
I was saying teddy bear.
A lot of us are big softies, bro. So it's like, we get it. Like if we see you, like if we see a kid, like if they need water, bro, come up, ask. We'll give you water. Dude, we got a lot of us, I know it. I'm sure 99%, if not 100% of the people working out here all have coolers full of waters, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's
and
a must.
And it's a thing. It's like a common courtesy thing that like when we show up to different job sites people will be like, oh, you want a water? Oh, you want a water? You want, you know what I mean? Everybody's offering each other water, the liquid IVs, the everything, you know what I mean? All of us electricians, we started getting into it, and we started pushing like a healthier lifestyle. So that way on Instagram, everybody that follows us, all the other electricians, like Will, who I believe he's from New Hampshire, one of the top electricians that runs Energize Us, EDU, something like that. And he's a big advocate of changing the old habits of like smoking cigarettes and just drinking the fucking beer and all, you know what I mean? It's like, no, like, let's drink water, you know. The Solar Beast on Instagram as well, very fit, all about his fitness. My boy Moises Hernandez, he's I believe all the way in Stockton, California, or San Francisco, one of those two. Shout out my boy Moy. Dude. He's trying to get his health together too. You know what I mean? So it's the whole thing.
Wow.
And, you know what I mean? Like us tradesmen, like we work in these types of environments.
It's a whole new era.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole new movement, a whole new era.
That's cool,
you know?
dude.
So
that's honestly really cool.
So like stuff like this that you're doing, it motivates us too.
Oh, wow.
It's like, all right, cool. Now you're feeling kind of what we feel, and let other people know. Let other people know, you know what I mean? That we're not, like, yeah, we might be working construction, but we're still human too. You know what I mean? Like, there's places, there's general contractors out here that'll have houses like this ready for the trim session, you know, where there's already power in the house and everything. But yet they decide not to turn on the AC. Oof. And we're all in there, you know what I mean, working.
Dude, I honestly, I feel bad because you work today. You were out there in the sun this whole day. And then you got to come into this house that has no AC right now. And it's like burning hot. Dude, I feel bad. You know what I mean? So all you dudes that are out there, the women that are out there that aren't turning on the AC for my boys out here, come on, dude. Like,
I'm just saying.
Cut us some slack a little, man, bro. These guys are the ones that are like running Phoenix right now. Like electricians, plumbers, all the tradesmen. In the front lines, you guys, because of you, we have all this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really think about that. They maybe think, oh, because of like, I don't know, maybe like the politicians of some sort, or maybe the bigger, like famous people or whatever, they're the ones that are running. Nah, dude, it's us small guys that are out there on the front line that are making this world go around, dude. And like, I don't know, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything that you do and everything that you're doing for the community, bro. I think it's freaking awesome. And when you hit me up for the first time, because I know you've been an active watcher of this series pretty much since the very beginning, and immediately said, hey, dude, my name is this. If you have any problems or if you have any issues, let me know, bro. I got you.
Hell yeah,
and that, bro, that shit,
dog.
That's what's up.
Hell
dude. And
yeah,
that's cool. So that's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
To me, that means a lot, dude.
Yeah, that's what we're all about, and that's why, like I said, that's what we're trying to show. It's a new age of like construction trades workers, you know what I mean? Like the guys that helped me do these classes, like my boy James from Get Lit Electrical, my boy John.
I had a few conversations with James.
See, James, cool guy. He's a very good guy. Him, he put up his spot to have the classes there. And we have our boy John from Val City Electric, who's very big advocate of like the trade schools. On his page, he shows which companies you can go to that'll pay for your internships, which ones don't have them, all that stuff, you know what I mean? We have Bobby Blue Collar Code, who's like one of the top freaking HVAC guys here in the Valley, with some of the most followers too. Like, dude, there's so many guys out here. Like, I have my own personal friend that I grew up, and I know him since knee high. Serge, knee high, because he's a short ass. My boy Sergio Garcia 602, one of the best HVAC guys out here in the Valley too. Like, bro, him, dude, like all of us have suffered through the heat. And it's funny because like I talked to my boy Sergio, and he just laughs. He's like, I don't give a fuck. This is bad, blah, 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 you know?
Dude, just drenched with
sweat, like that's the thing, bro. Like, it's a normal kind of thing for us, you know what I mean? And to see you doing it, it's like you don't have to be doing this, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be doing it. And that's why I fuck with it, bro. And that's why I started fucking with it, you know. And it's like he's getting it, he's understanding it now, you know. And obviously from a different angle you came at it, you know, because from your background of not having money and you know, obviously the light bill here is fucking insane.
Oh, dude, yeah, especially bro, when you're trying to do it on your own, it's definitely tough, man. It's definitely tough.
Yeah, bro. So I totally understood right when I saw that. I was like, yo. this is someone that's getting it. And once I saw you started getting traction too, I was like, yo, that's crazy. There's a lot of people out there that are getting it. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, holy shit, like he's tapping into something that we tapped into also. It's a new age. Old heads are, those old landlords are also, you know what I mean? I don't want to sound fucked up, but their time is over, you know what I mean?
Sir.
And us that are coming in, it's like I explained earlier, I went to EVIT to talk to a bunch of the apprentices there and invite them to the class that we're having this Saturday. And I was telling them how like, it's awesome to me to walk into there to an apprenticeship program and see a bunch of young faces.
Yeah.
Where back then, it was more older heads. Even when I went when I was doing the Electrical League of Arizona through Gateway Community College in like 2020, 2021 around there was old heads in there, you know, it was older gentlemen there. Now I walked into there, I've seen some of the guys that go to AICA, which is another apprenticeship program, and it's a bunch of younger generation, you know what I mean? And it's cool because they all help each other. You know what I mean? And it's like, gone are those days where they don't help each other. And that's what I was telling them. I'm like, I'm so happy to see that because like, I see it in the community as well with everything else. You know what I mean? It's like, the best example I always put is like the NBA, how like a lot of old heads in the NBA that were analysts would trip out when they would see LeBron and Steph Curry go at it, but then they'd be vacationing or having dinner afterwards. They'd be like, oh no, he has to be the enemy, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, dog, that's on the court. And off the court, it's like, they're two good friends, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I believe that's how us as a community should work. And I strongly believe that because of social media, now the new age of like even us, like I'm 33 and I still consider myself the new age. It's like, we motivate each other. We uplift each other. You know, this ain't about no participation trophy awards or no nothing, because I'm against that shit too. Trust me. I was in football doing all that shit. So trust me, I was a fat ass. I weighed almost 400 pounds and I lost all of it through all discipline, no Ozempic, no nothing. You know what I mean? So like, trust me, when I tell you I don't believe in none of that participation trophy shit, that's like 100%. Like,
I'm right there with you, dude. I've worked as hard as I could every single day to get to where I'm at today. And even getting out of my hole that I dug myself in last year was probably the hardest time in my life, bro. It was really, really tough for me. And not to mention, like, learning how to do plumbing, learning how to even grow grass again, you know what I mean? Like, doing all of that stuff for the first time, it was tough, dude. It was very, very tough, and I was doing it all on my own. So YouTube was like my best friend, and I learned so much in the process. It was a good 4 or 5 months. And my rental property, getting ready to sell, like I didn't have my AC on that thing either, because I was the one paying for it. So not only was I paying for this mortgage, I was paying for that mortgage, that electricity bill, this electricity bill, bro. I was so over my head. Like it was so tough. I tried my best to learn as much as I could. To hear you say that this is a new age really hits home for me, because I am right there with you. All these older, like the older generation, I have nothing against them. But I feel like what they lack, and that's not all of them, because obviously there's some really, really good old heads out there that we've grew up with and we respect from the bottom of our hearts, but there are a few bad apples out there that really can make or break the type of field that you're in. But if somebody like yourself, like somebody that is motivating, encouraging, like you're a good guy, obviously, like I think having somebody like you could change the pace for the whole entire community.
It makes all the difference in the world, bro. Like it really does, because like it's like with anything, man. Like if you get coached by the right person, they're gonna coach you for success. You know what I mean? And it's like, like personally, me, I'm not gonna put you in a situation that I haven't been in, that I can't do, or that I won't do with you. You know what I mean? I had a situation in the recent pipe bending event where we were there. One of the ladies, I believe from the Knox group, was right there. And I was just standing back and I looked and he was right in front of me, and I was like, all right, he's having a little issue right here. But I was like, it's fine. Just looking around, and she like comes up to me, she's like, hey, so like when someone is struggling, when would you step in to help? And I look at her, I was like, oh, I'm like, we just kind of try to see where they're at. It's kind of how I explained to you, you know, see if the wheels are turning. And I look at her, I'm like, case in point, I'm like, him right here. I'm like, all he's struggling on right now is that his level is on the wrong place. He has it down on the floor and it has to be on his pipe. But that's messing with him so much because he's seeing something different. But I notice that his wheels are turning. All it takes is for him to be like, oh, boom.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, but I don't want to interrupt. As I'm explaining to her, I was like, I don't want to interrupt because he's like, boom. And I just look at her, I'm like,
yeah. Dude, it's such a satisfying feeling too, especially if it's something that's new to you and you legit figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
It's such a satisfying
and
feeling.
after that is when you step in, like, hey, dog, good job.
Yeah.
I saw you struggling, but you figured it out.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets them like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's double points right there.
Yeah.
Shit, I like that.
So, like, that's how I like to teach because it's like, bro, like, any other way, I feel like you're not going to be able to get through someone. If you're going to yell at someone, it obviously is in one ear, out the other. If you yell at a woman and it's the wrong time, bro, she's either going to go off on you or you're just going to look like a complete asshole that just made a woman cry at the job site.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, like there's, like I said, it's the new school way of doing things. And I get it. Like a lot of old heads don't like hearing that. And right away they'll bring up the social media stuff, and it's like, wait a minute. Like, y'all are the ones arguing with each other on Facebook. It's your age group.
Hey, yo.
It's not us.
Hey, that is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. So the other day, I was talking to this guy, he was an older guy, and he was like, maybe like late 60s, you say?
Yeah.
And it was about like a doomsday survival type of scenario, right? So you know, everybody loves those types of things, you know. But he was taking it very, very literal. And it almost kind of got me to the point where I was like, okay, dude, well, let's hear what you got to say. So he was basically saying that our generation, because we're the same age pretty much, so our generation is significantly doomed. Like, all we do is get on TikTok. All we do is post on Instagram, make videos. I mean, obviously, that's what we do, which is cool. Not all the time, but he basically has it in his brain, stamped in there, that we are doomed. And I asked him, I said, dude, so you mean to tell me the world is ending, we're just going to sit back and hang out on our phones? And I asked him, I was like, do you really think we're not going to take advantage of every little thing we have to survive? Like, learn the skills, learn how to do everything that we need to do for our friends and our family. Either we're not going to do that.
Bro.
And he said, nope, I don't think you're going to do it. And I told him, I said, you're the issue, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you are the problem. A one-track mindset it's not the way to do it.
No, it's not
the way to do it, bro.
It's not. It just sucks that there are a lot of people that think that way. You know what I mean? There's still a lot, and even in the trades, we find them like that. That it's like, but I always tell a lot of older people this. It's like, look, you told us that playing video games was bad. Yeah, we have multimillionaires.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Yeah.
EA Sports sponsors them now.
Dude.
They do a whole competition on Sports Center.
Billions of dollars.
Crazy how much money. Ninja is like the top streamer gamer guy.
Yeah.
Then you got guys like Kai Cenat that all they do is like stream their lives, you know.
Exactly.
I show speed. They take it in a literal sense. Like, oh, you're sitting there watching his life instead of living yours. It's like, no, this is just my part of entertainment.
Exactly.
It's like, it's no different than throwing on a Monday night football game and losing 3 hours of my life to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I do that. Shit, I can't wait for September. 7 hours of commercial-free football. Here we come. You know what I mean? Red zone, baby. Let's go.
Baby.
Hell yeah.
For real.
So shit. But then you're going to knock me for being on an hour watching a Mr. Beast video or something? Like, come on now. It's just today's entertainment. A lot of teachers always would tell us, oh, you think you're going to have a calculator handy? You know?
Of course we are. We got our phones. We got our watches.
Like,
yeah.
We got AI, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I can chat GPT a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
dude.
It's a whole different ball game now. It's like, yeah, like I preach the code and electrical. I do like the electrical classes, all that. But ChatGPT can spit them out for you too. The technology's there, and it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be spot on. where you're gonna be able to tell it, yo, I gotta run a run for some ACs from here to there. It's probably like 300 feet. So can you calculate the duration for me after the 24 inches of EMT and blah, you know?
Yeah.
You're just gonna press
It's
it.
electrician talk here.
Exactly right.
My mind was like, what did he say, bro? What was that? 24. What?
And that's the thing. You're just gonna be able to press a button and it's gonna calculate it for you.
Dude, artificial intelligence is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I was just at this motorcycle event. I met a few guys and there was this one dude. I asked him, I was like, hey, do you have like any type of social media? You got an Instagram, whatever? He's like, no, I don't have an Instagram. I have a Facebook. And I told him, I was like, wait, what? You got a Facebook, bro? I was like, that's the only thing you got? So I was like, obviously I added him up, but it's almost like if you don't have any type of social media, you're almost labeled as weird.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Almost if it's like, are you normal? Like, are you legit from this earth? Type ordeal. So I mean, if you don't have any type of social media, which is totally fine.
Yeah, no, it's
obviously
fine.
Totally fine. But it is starting to become one of those things where it's, if you are trying to get yourself out there, if you have a business, if you have anything that you want to share, it is the best way to do it.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean?
It really is. I understand, like, if you're a business person, like, we live on this. You know what I mean? Like, if I got to get a hold of my dad that's at another project, I'm pissed if he doesn't answer me.
You know what
I mean? I'm like, I called you 7 times.
Yo, where
I
you
didn't
at,
hear my
bro?
phone.
That's how my dad is, bro.
They're so used to not answering because they're working. You know what I mean? They're so like, they're so locked in that like my dad has a bad habit of not carrying his phone in his tool belt or with him. That he'll just leave it in the truck or he'll leave it next to his lunch bag or something. You know what I mean? So then that's old head mentality because he's like, no, I'm locked in. I gotta work. We're here to work. It's like, yeah, bro, but I need you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
I need to know something. You know what I mean? Then now he's like, oh, why you calling like my nephew? Why you calling Joel for this and that?
Dude,
because you don't answer, bro.
Their generation is the generation of, having that toughness, that grit, that type of mentality to where we need to get this done and we need to get it done now. There is no entertainment. There is no nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like our generation is the generation of understanding. Just like how you were saying before, how we understand how the old heads think and we understand how these new guys are coming up because they didn't have this. They didn't have tablets. They didn't have phones. They didn't have any of all that stuff. The new guys, we could understand because we got it later on in life. We understand it now. We get it. These guys now are coming up and they have everything in the palm of their hands. So I feel like, they're the generation of toughness. We're the generation of understanding. And I feel like the generation under us is the generation of evolution, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I totally, bro.
Yeah,
totally.
because this whole AI thing and AI stuff is
There's
going
stuff
crazy,
that
bro.
trips me out from my nephew that's like, I think he just turned 20 or he's about to be 21. And that's why it tripped me out because he was about to be 21 and we went to go do some lighting at a client's house. And I caught him looking like this and I look at him, I was like, what happened? And he's like, what is this? I just looked at him like, Gio, you don't know what that is? He's like, nah, that was a jukebox, bro.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
He didn't know what the fuck
He didn't know what a
was.
jukebox was, dude. That's crazy.
I'm like,
bro.
I'm like, back then you would put like money in there and you could flip. They had the most popular songs or albums on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've never seen one. He was like so amazed, bro.
Dude, that's so funny.
He looked at the client, he's like, can I touch you? And she was tripped out. She's like, yeah, go ahead.
You got your quarters, bro? Put that thing in there, dude.
I was like, yo, how do you not? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then, like, I would ask, like, my nieces and nephews, like, do you know what this is? Do you know what that is? Like, no. Like,
that's crazy.
Dude, like, even iPod Nanos. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck
the
is
iPod
going on,
Nanos,
bro?
the shuffles.
Yeah.
What other ones were there?
Bro, down even the CD players, VCR players, DVD players. There's so many things that they're just like, nah, we don't.
and I got the CD player, and I would try to stuff it in my pockets because they were so big, dude. And here I am with this big bulge in my pocket with these messed up headphones that barely work. Every time you walk, it's like,
yeah, nah, man,
dude, the CD players, bro. That shit
yeah,
was lit.
man.
That shit was fun.
Yeah, that's what, like you said, man. We're that generation of understanding because we're right smack in the middle. You know, we grew up with the right when Facebook got popular and all that stuff. Like that's when I'm sure you remember the proxies became popular to use them in school because they blocked out Facebook and all that stuff.
Dude,
yeah. So you had to like become a fucking coder type shit to get around their firewall and shit. Bro. Yeah,
Dude,
and that's some of the things that like teachers that were older back then would be like, how are you guys cracking this? And it's all a matter of wanting to. We wanted to get on Facebook. Yeah, we wanted to get on so bad.
Did you,
figured it out.
Bro, did you ever, because, you know, you have to go into the computer labs or whatever to, like, learn how to type of some sort.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to your buddy's computer and turn it upside down?
Yeah.
Turn that thing upside down, bro. And they'll be like, what the heck? How do I get this thing fixed, bro?
That's
dude, just going to every computer, just turning everything inside out, bro. Oh my god,
bro.
That's some good times, bro. I'm glad that you are around my age. I think you're a very good guy. You're very knowledgeable. You're funny. You're obviously very motivating. And yeah, the condo event, dude. Just to see the outcome of that, and everybody that came and showed some love, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah, bro.
That is so cool, dude.
It's the power of social media, I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Power of social media and just being yourself, authentic, not bullshitting people, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's like I said, that's the message I'm trying to push out there. Is like I said, you want to hit me up for electrical, be my guest. I'll take the job. I don't care. But what I want you to get from my page more than anything is like, know that we like to have fun. Know that the trades is a good place to see where it's at. You know, like we can make good money. You have a good career. You can start your own business. You can make your own merch. Like I have my own shirts, my hats. You know what I mean? I brought you a hat and a shirt.
I saw that, dude. I appreciate that, dude.
So here you go.
Man,
it's extra large, but you know maybe.
Oh, this is some good material too, boy.
I got you a nice little hat right here,
dude. Thank you so much, bro.
And in the electrical community, we usually hand out stickers to each other as a sticker swap. So this is from my boy, electrician RJ.
Okay.
This is from him.
RJ.
This is from my homegirl right here, Renee from builder.org.
Okay. Renee, thank you.
And the golden boy right here, Johnny El Sparky. Damn, the golden bender winner is from my boy, Johnny right there.
Dude,
his little
thank
penguin.
you so much, bro.
Yeah,
these are so cool. I'll take photos. I'll put this up there.
Yeah, bro. That's how we show love to each other, dog.
I appreciate that, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Seriously, that's sick.
So yeah, bro.
These are legit ass like custom stickers, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Like this whole, like the whole electrician game, HVAC game, bro. Like it's completely different now, bro. It's a whole new era, man.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's why it's like you come up with your character, like. You can sell your merch. We buy merch from each other.
Yeah.
I got a shirt and a hat from my boy, Trusted Electric Jeff from Wisconsin. Shout out my boy Jeff, man. Trusted Electric, yo.
That ass,
yeah, if
bro.
you're in Wisconsin, hit that boy up. That boy's videos, same, bro. Like all educational content.
Yeah.
Breaking down code, everything. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's what we love. That's the message we're trying to push out here. Is love, positivity, uplifting each other, bro. Like, gone are those days where we talk crap about each other. It's like, if I can't do a job, I can refer you to many of my brothers that are electricians. My boy Charles from Klein Electric, my boy John from Val City Electric, Prescott, Recovery Electric. I got my guy Josh up there. I got my other guy, Brandon from Quality or Tier 1 Electric. Like, so many of us, bro. Like, it's like, nah, we're done with all that bullshit of butting heads with each other.
Time to come together, baby.
Yeah, it's time to come together, bro.
Dude.
That's what it's
cool
all about. And that's why, with you too, it's like, that's why I reached out to you, because in order to build this community, we need the community.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And to let y'all know too, like about these things that happen, about the people that pass away without having AC, that apartment complex that's getting sued because of that. SRP, APS wanting to jack up their prices, certain percentages, all because of the semiconductor factories that are taking so much power from them.
Yeah.
And like these are things that us as contractors or as electricians, as HVAC guys, plumbers, like we know, because we hear it, we see it out there in the field. And it takes time for like homeowners, for like people like you to find this out, Then out of nowhere it happens, you just hear on the news, oh, it passed. How the fuck did it pass? Well, because investors passed it. But if there's voices like us, like yours, that are bringing light to stuff that are happening like this, then we can inject ourselves in the conversation and be like, hey, hold up. Who's paying for that?
Yeah.
I sure as hell I'm not. Like, we're already out here as a community trying to help each other, and y'all ain't doing shit but jacking prices up. Like, no, that's not fair. You know what I mean? You're doing this out of the goodness of your heart just to show how many people are suffering out there. You know what I mean? There's plenty of them out there. I've been through summers myself where we didn't have AC. You know what I mean? We were putting on an AC, or I forgot, I think it was like a fan or something in a room because we only had a swamp cooler. And I wasn't old enough yet. My dad, as I told you, was an electrician. So the only one old enough was my second oldest sister to help him hold like a fan or something up top of the ladder. She got so fucking
She
like
said, hey,
overheated.
get over here.
She overheated, bro.
Legit
She
holding
fainted.
that thing up?
She fainted. I
Damn.
just remember looking at her falling from the ladder. Boom!
What? Oh
my dad jumps off the attic. Boom! Everything. We were still too broke to afford an AC at the time. My dad had to see his daughter faint in front of him.
Like, what the heck is going? Oh my God, dude.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, when I saw what you were doing, I was like, yo, it hit home to me. It hit home to a lot of like my electrician buddies. That's why they started following you. They know about you because it's like, we're out there in the heat. We know what it's like, you know what I mean? So it's all your page and everything. It was like, all of us were like, damn, this guy gets it. You know what I mean? Just from the houses that we work in before to how we've gotten treated, you know what I mean? Where they don't turn on AC and all that other stuff. We're like, yeah, this dude understands. You know what I mean? Like, because you're doing it off your own free will. So we're like, nah, all right, cool. Like, that's why we fuck with him. Like, that's why we fuck with you, dog. Like, and that's what we tell you. Like, how you said, respect in your word goes a long way. You know what I mean?
And it's just me here, dude. Like, and that's what's crazy. I get a lot of messages saying, oh, I bet you when the camera's off, you turn the AC on and stuff like that. I get messages like that. But then I have like people like you willing to like come in, do a podcast with me and get to see what my house is all about and what I do. Like on a daily basis. It's pretty much 24/7, you know what I mean? When the cameras go off, bro, I'm here sweating. I'm here sweating. I still got to cook. I still got to clean. I still got to make sure that I still got to edit. Dude, when I edit my videos, bro, I have all my ice packs laid out. And I got to put my laptop on it, bro, because it starts to overheat. It's crazy. It's
People
so crazy.
don't understand how hot it actually gets, even in just your house, bro.
Yeah.
It's the same shit that we go through. Obviously, we choose to go through it because that's the career choice that we took. You know what I mean? Like, we're up in attics, we're up in roofs, doing all that stuff. So, I mean, hell, I have a video on my Instagram where I'm fucking dancing in 106 degrees inside of a house, bro. Singing, have you ever seen the rain? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, dog. So we're like, nah, that's real. Like, you can't fake that. Honestly. That's one thing you can't fake. That's why, like, a lot of us tradesmen now we're into the positivity stuff. Because we've noticed, like, it doesn't benefit you to be fucking an asshole or anything, you know?
A doom and gloomer, shall I say.
Yeah, bro. So that's why, like I said, we fuck with you, bro. We support you. Everything that you're doing, bro. Like, honestly, we got you, dog. Honestly, like, everything. We're 10 toes to the ground with you, bro.
Yeah, I fuck with it, dude. Honestly, it really means a lot, dude. Because, like I said before, when I was doing all my rental property stuff and making sure I did what it took, like changing out my showers, changing out the plumbing. You know, I tried to dive a little bit into electricity because one of my fans was, I would press the on button and the other fan in the other room would turn on, and I'm like, what in the world? What is going on here? You know? And I talked to a few people and they tried to explain it to me, but I was like, yeah, you know what? This may be above me. You know what I mean? So doing all of that and stepping into that realm of what you guys do was very eye-opening for me. You know, very, very eye-opening for me. And not to mention, at the rental property, I couldn't turn on my AC either. So, I mean, it's hot, it's nasty, and at the same time, every day, I'm sure you learn something new. Like, it's a profession where everything is not always the same.
Oh, yeah.
So, when I was doing all my stuff, it was tough because I was learning everything for the first time. So to have the respect from you guys, from the tradesmen, the people that are out here on a daily basis, making sure we got electricity, making sure our plumbing is good, and we have fresh water, that is cool.
Hell yeah, bro.
That is cool as fuck, bro.
You've mastered one of our techniques that we as electrical contractors or just contractors in general like to kind of keep hidden, which is just being in a good mood. Because think about it, like you said, sweaty in the middle of a job. Imagine you're bickering with the coworker that's right there, and me as a business owner, we got to get this done today. We have no other option. We told the client today, but it's because this, and that, blah, blah, blah. Brrr. Hi, Jose, Circuit Pro Electric. How can I help you today?
Yeah.
Got to switch like that. I got to flip the switch like that.
Yes, sir.
So I said, I know that what you're doing is real, bro, because I see it. I got to do the same shit.
You see the insaneness in my eyeballs, just like, I know this dude is sweating his ass off.
Bro, yeah,
That's
dog,
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I'm telling you, man.
Dude, I did want to mention, man, because I don't want to keep you too long here. It is pretty hot. It is even hot for me. I'm sure you're eating this out. I had to say nothing. But I did want to mention, man, if you ever decide to get into providing these services to high schools and everything else, dude, let me know, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
I think that would be.
Man.
I think that's something that we need to move towards.
Definitely,
at the very least.
Yeah.
We need to implement some of these trades in high schools.
Yes, definitely.
I think that would be dope as hell.
That's the ultimate goal, bro, is to put the fucking trades in there, have these kids put their mind into a trade.
Yeah.
You know, because I believe in the trades that much. You know, it got me out of a bunch of shit. So, you know, I like to preach the trades. And, bro, whoever supports us, dude, we support them right back, man. And
and you have a ton of support on your side, too. I mean, shit.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. All of us as electricians and just general tradesmen, we've all, like, we saw at first, this began probably like last year around this time, that you started seeing like a whole little group of like tradesmen, either on Instagram or TikTok, mostly Instagram. There was like a corner of like trades where everybody was sharing knowledge with each other. Everybody was uplifting each other. Damn, boss, you're doing a great job. Damn, dog, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know? It's like, hell yeah,
that's
bro.
Good,
that's what we want. That's what we're trying to push. And it's like, if we don't treat it like that, how are we gonna get into the high schools? If you come at them, understanding them and telling them, no, I know what's up. If you don't wanna learn it, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else, man. We're here to help. And shit, man, we're here to help people like you as well. We support you. Thank you for everything that you're doing, bro. Bringing light to all this, bro. Because like a lot of people don't know of the deaths that have happened.
Yeah.
Of the apartment complexes out here that don't want to add ACs.
Yeah.
Which I'm one of those that believe an AC out here should be like considered a necessity for a rental property to be able to be rented. Like at this point, like this is a movement. We're with you. I know you're with us, bro. We're a whole community.
Of course.
And thank you, man. Like from part of me, from a part of the Sparkling Sparkies, you know, me, Circuit Pro Electric, myself, Johnny at Sparky, my homegirl, Renee at builder.org, my boy James, Get Lit Electrical, my boy Joshua and Prescott at Recovery Electric, Tier 1 Electric, Brandon, shout out. Shout out EC Shepherd, Eva, one of the best women electricians that I know, who is a third-year apprentice.
God,
she doesn't even know everything yet, and she's a fucking monster, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, her Desert Sparky is another apprentice out there who helps us out. Is a fucking love that kid to the max. Him and Johnny, I got so much love for those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Dude, like. You too, dog. Like, so from part of all of us, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
Of course,
and you will continue to have our support fully, dog.
Of course, baby. Of course, baby.
Fully, dog.
Dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, bro.
A pleasure and an honor to be the first
podcast.
Dude, the
first podcast, bro. Hey, dude, I honestly, man. Dude,